Podcast. I am your host. Thanks for hanging out with me. I wanted to share a little bit of mail that I got. So we're going to do a little mail call. I am going to unbox the Shout Factory 35th anniversary Transformers the movie, a 4K. Since it is in a box and it's a handsome box, I thought it would be a kind of cool and kind of worth it to explore that. All right, so first I got this giant box from Shout Factory. And so I pre-ordered the movie whatever day it went up on sale for pre-order. So as you can see, it starts with Shout Factory paper. This is actually pretty good paper here. So I got very nice heavy grade cardboard paper. And also before I reveal, so I see this and I know what it is. I pre-ordered from Shout Factory the new 4K, and for I don't remember what the length of time was, but for that first run of pre-orders, they were going to throw in a lithograph poster of the new cover done by a dude named Matt Ferguson, who's done a lot of work for Transformers the movie now for this 35th anniversary release. But so I see this box. And I think, cool, it's the poster. No way it's the movie, though. It's like, okay, cool, they're going to send the poster separate. They're going to give it to me now, and that's fine. So I open it up, and I see that there's a tube. And I open up the tube, and obviously it is the poster. So it's, it's Shout Factory, Beyond Good, Beyond Evil, Beyond Your Wildest Imagination, Transformers the movie. So this is a new image done by Matt Ferguson, as I had mentioned. He's done several pieces of art for Transformers the movie, which I think I'll talk about in a completely different video because it's not necessarily part of this Shout Factory release. But I'm trying to see if I can get this freed here. Oh, it has Scotch tape, so I'm going to try to undo the Scotch tape without damaging it. Am I going to be able to do that? No, I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to very carefully cut the Scotch tape on the binding here, pull that aside, and then we will reveal the poster here. Again, it is Beyond Good, Beyond Evil, Beyond Your Wildest Imagination. And there you go. So there is the brand new poster from a Shout Factory done by Matt Ferguson. I believe the dimensions on this are either 16 by 20. It's not 24 by 36. It's not that big. But as you can see, it's big enough. The print quality is good. It has a matte finish. It is not a glossy poster, which you might be able to see on camera here. It is not a glossy poster. It is very matte, and you can see that especially here in the lettering. It's a cool image. I really like it. I will say, ooh, it smells good. Smells like brand new copy paper. I don't want to say it's low rent, because I don't think that's, but this is a bonus that they just threw in for folks that pre-ordered from Shout Factory early. Like I know my dude Diecast pre-ordered through Shout Factory, then saw that it was on Amazon for a couple bucks less and canceled his order. Not only have the Amazon orders not been fulfilled yet, I got mine, he don't got his, but I get the poster. I will gladly frame this, and I will gladly display it next to my other Transformers the movie posters, including the original and also the 30th anniversary for Shout Factory done by IDW artist Livio Ramadelli. That's the one I have with all the autographs on it. So it's really cool. It's a really cool edition. The paper quality is fine, but yeah, it does kind of have a Kinko's texture to it. So it's not I would say it's not the highest quality, but it's not the lowest quality either. I'm glad that they threw this in. There was no extra charge for this. So this is literally just a bonus thing that they threw in for me pre-ordering it through Shout Factory. So I can't complain. I agree with Nick. The finish on the poster isn't shiny, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's fine. I mean, for a freebie that they want to throw in, that's fine. So, but then I pull out the poster, and then I even as I'm knowing that it's the poster, just based on the shape of the box here, it's got some heft to it. This box had some heft that I wasn't anticipating, and even as I opened up the outer container, I was like, is the movie in here? I didn't expect it. I think the way Shout Factory put it, they were shipping on August 8th. Oh, the limited edition lithograph, by the way, sold out as of May 25th. So this must have been back in May when I pre-ordered it. So anyway, let me see. Oh, it doesn't say what day it ships, but I swore that the disc was going to ship on August 8th, but I'm glad I have it now. Why do people like glossy finish? They should call it glare finish. Gloss finish was invented by J.J. Abrams. Lens flare. See, that's a good point. Michael Andrews has a really good point, because if that poster that I just had out had a gloss to it, you wouldn't be able to see it. So yeah, I think he's onto something there. So anyway, so I open it up and I see that there's an inner envelope, and my heart kind of skips a beat because I know they did indeed send me the movie. So here we go. So without any much further ado, let's see what's waiting for us in here. And it is, it's him. It's here. And this is the 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray 35th anniversary Steelbook Blu-ray from Shout Factory. Now, the sticker on the front says limited edition Steelbook with 4 exclusive art cards and new bonus features. I don't know what those art cards are. We're going to find out together. That's actually really why I wanted to do this as an unboxing. And then also it's got this new Transformers the Movie 35th anniversary logo, which I think is really neat. It's very tasteful, very subtle. Where's my camera there? You know, one of these days I'll get good at this stuff. Today is not that day. Yes, it is a steelbook, and we'll get to that in just a sec. Transformers the Movie celebrates its 35th anniversary with a brand new 4K restoration. So this is different than the previous Shout Factory edition with the Livio Ramadelli cover that was a Blu-ray. This is a 4K. So this is the front, and on the back it has the bits and description. It says, the year is 2005. For millennia, the heroic Autobots led by Optimus Prime, Peter Cullen, have been at war with the evil Megatron, Frank Welker, and his Decepticons over control of their home planet of Cybertron. However, an even greater threat, Unicron, Orson Welles, Citizen Kane, they wrote that here, a colossal converting planet that devours everything in its path, is heading right for Cybertron. Spoilers, dude. The only hope is the Autobot matrix of leadership. Also, spoilers, dude. Will the Autobots be able to save themselves and their home world in time? An all-star cast including Judd Nelson from The Breakfast Club, Leonard Nimoy, Star Trek, Eric Idle, The Monty Python films, top build, by the way, and Robert Stack, The Untouchables, brings this imitable inimitable vocabulary is apparently not my yes, let's see, brings the imitable explosively entertaining Autobot adventure to life. This is poorly written. So there are a number of special features on here, both new and repurposed from previous stuff. There are trailers and TV. See, I could be holding this up while I'm reading this so you can actually see it. I'm a YouTuber. You got trailers and TV spots, storyboards, featurettes, audio commentary with director Nelson Shin, story consultant Flint Dilley, and voice actress Susan Blue. That's an old, actually that is an old ass commentary. That goes back to the 20th anniversary DVD that Sony did literally 15 years ago. It's still really good, though. There's also a documentary called Till All Are One, a comprehensive documentary looking back at Transformers the movie with members of the cast and crew, including story consultant Flint Dilley, cast members Greg Berger, Susan Blue, Neil Ross, Dan Gilvezan, and singer-songwriter Stan Bush, composer Vince DiCola, and others. I think that those are holdovers from the 30th anniversary Shout Factory Blu-ray. So they're only 5 years old instead of 15 years old. Now, new stuff that's on here, new 2016 private acoustic performance by Stan Bush. Now, previously, the only place that was able to be seen was during the theatrical exhibition of Transformers the movie back in 2016. 2016? No, that's not right. No, that was like 2017, 2018. I don't know what this is. I was thinking that those were during the theatrical exhibition. After the credits, they showed Stan Bush performing in his backyard. He performed acoustic versions of both The Touch and Dare. But if those are from 2016, then that's news to me, because I thought that they were new. Because like that was also is kind of like a preview to kind of commemorate the release of the Bumblebee movie, which was going to come out that Christmas. So this would have been 2018 if I'm not mistaken. So I'll look into this and report. There are also new feature-length storyboards, which I mean, there are archives out there of the completed storyboards, so maybe there's a feature where they are shown. And then, of course, obviously the new 4K restoration. All right, so enough. Let's take a look at this. Nick says, will Levio's old cover art be the artwork on the inside of the steelbook underneath the Blu-ray? Well, we're about to find out. So let me get my scissor here. I'm going to very carefully try to, I'm going to cut along this edge here and just kind of gently perforate that supple, soft plastic. And we're just going to peel this off here. Man, we're doing ASMR. I have a Transformer Blu-ray. I don't think that's how that works. All right, so we're pulling this off. So now the cardboard sleeve on the front and back is kind of loose. And here you can kind of see a little better the holographics in that Matt Ferguson cover there. Ooh, that's actually really cool. That kind of catches the light pretty well. So it is definitely holographic. And the thing I see now that I have kind of like the cellophane off is that there's a pattern of kind of like the Unicron background where Rodimus Prime is wielding the Matrix. So let's cast this aside. And so here's the front of the steelbook, and here is the side. We saw all of that already, but what's on the back? I'm looking at it now. It's pretty dope. It is, you dude, Galvatron. Beyond good, beyond evil, beyond your wildest imagination. And it's basically, I think this folds out into like one image, but it doesn't have any of the special features that I just read off. So I need to hang onto this guy so that I know that this has storyboards and whatever. But on the back of it, it just says shoutfactory.com, Hasbro.com. Hasbro is a registered trademark of Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. It is an official steelbook. It has the official steelbook logo and website. It has the Shout Factory logo, and it has the official Transformers the Movie 35th Anniversary logo. So let's crack this open and see what is inside. So first, we pop it open, and you see discs. You have what is I'm assuming this is the 4K disc, widescreen UHD. One of the things that folks are kind of pissy about is that the widescreen version, or I'm sorry, the 4K restoration is only for the widescreen. And without getting too deep into the woods, folks that know that the widescreen is not actually the correct aspect ratio of the movie. It actually crops off the top and bottom. It's not like a Snyder cut thing, but the original quote unquote standard is technically the correct aspect ratio because it has the fullest picture of the animation. The commercials say it's an incredible adventure in widescreen animation, but it's not. It was made square. So when they made it rectangular for theatrical exhibition, they actually take off the top and bottom. I'm rambling. So the second disc here is the Blu-ray and the special features. I would imagine this is the one that is not widescreen, full frame. That was the terminology I was looking for, full frame. But this is obviously the iconic going through the O of the movie. This is an original piece of art from Matt Ferguson. It is not from the movie. He hand drew that. It's super cool. So yeah, Michael Andrews, let me see. What do you do with the back? Oh, sorry, Nick. What do you do with the back description page since it doesn't stick to the book? When I display it, I'm just gonna soft put it on there and just stick it on the shelf like that. That's how my 30th anniversary Shout Factory Steelbook is. So this will be fine right next to it. It's lame, it's kind of corny, but I get to kind of have it both ways. Michael Andrews mentioned it's really cool because as a whole, it's the final moment of that final face-off with Galvatron. So that's kind of how it looks, like that kind of butterflied open, and that is pretty cool. It's almost a shame that the spine kind of gets in the way a little bit, but again, look at those details in the holographies. That's actually pretty dope. That is an unanticipated detail, and I didn't realize that until I took the cellophane off. Okay, so now that the discs are removed, you can see that there's an envelope marked 35th anniversary Transformers the movie, and a background here that I think I know what it is, but let's find out together. You pull the envelope away, and it is indeed a moody piece of the Chaos Bringer himself, Unicron. He is about to devour that Lithone planet and eat the Space Mall people dead. Arbalest, look, it's Unicron. And again, this is an original piece by Matt Ferguson. It is not a still from the movie. So that's really cool. It does not appear to be reversible. So this plastic tray seems to be really, really stuck in here. So I think this is the art that we have. You got this, and then you got this. So that's the art. Now, the contents of the envelope. Let's find out what's in here together, because I know Toby is crossing his fingers for a digital code. I don't know if there is or is not. So let's find out together. So we're gonna open the envelope here. Ooh, hey. I'm gonna set this down. Yes, marvelous. Look, it's Unicron. Nothing else in the envelope. I think I got everything out of there. All right, so we have a series of cards. These appear to be stills from the movie. Again, Beyond Good, Beyond Evil, Beyond Your Wildest I don't know why I can't say that, because I remember when I talked about this like 5 years ago, I misspoke and said Beyond Good, Beyond Evil, Beyond Your Wildest Animation. And I think I trip myself up every time I go to say it. So now I never say it right. But anyway, here is Hot Rod holding the Matrix. Nothing just on the front, nothing on the back. That's a still from the movie. You got yourself a One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall. Again, it's just simple cardboard, nothing on the back. That's pretty cool. You got yourself a floating Unicron head. Destiny. Yeah, and again, nothing on the back. Some folks are about to be real disappointed here. And you got yourself Such Heroic Nonsense. So all four of these are stills from the movie. And they say Transformers the movie, Beyond Good, Beyond Evil, Beyond Your Wildest Imagination. And they have what are pretty iconic shots. You got the Such Heroic Nonsense. You got Unicron's head floating at the end of the movie. You got yourself a One Shall Stand, One Shall Fall. And then, of course, Hot Rod holding the Matrix right before Optimus Prime, spoilers, takes the pass. Now, what I don't see anywhere here, or... Oh, hang on. Oh, they're stuck to the table. Or here... Which, incidentally, I don't know if you could see this on camera or not, but no, you cannot. The because of the way Blu-rays and 4K discs are, you can see the image on the other side. Again, the camera doesn't pick it up, but it's kind of interesting. So, Toby, I know you're already annoyed by the widescreen, but your day is just getting worse, my friend, because there does not appear to be a digital download code here anywhere. So I'm incredibly sorry for that. But overall, it is a handsome set. I do like it. I'm glad I got it. I definitely will be, let's see, Target was the only place that said it came with a digital copy, so they will be in trouble. Do other 4K versions have a digital download? Would that translate? Short answer is I have no idea. I don't even know. Now, the thing that I got to wrap up with this because I got to jump on with the APDC guys very shortly, but the last thing I want to mention is obviously, I mean, this is great. So if you could get it cheap on Amazon, do it, because again, it is a very handsome set. Huge downsides is the no digital code. I do think that these particular art cards are, I don't want to say cheap, but there's nothing on the back. They're not glossy. They are the same finish as the poster. So if I decide to put these in like a frame and frame them next to the poster, they will look handsome together. Michael Andrews, I'm living vicariously through this unboxing as I do not have 4K for capabilities. That's good. I know folks that don't have a 4K player that are buying this. I happen to have a 4K TV and I happen to have a 4K player just because that's what they were selling at Costco when I moved. This is actually the first 4K Blu-ray I've bought. And I've had my 4K TV for over a year. So I mean, it's kind of whatever. For last thing, this is not the only Transformers the Movie commemorative box set coming out. And this kind of caused a little bit of controversy. There's also a exclusive box set coming from Zavi. Now, Zavi is a UK company, and it is a UK exclusive. So I thought I was going to be out in the cold until I talked with Yoshi and Greg during an interview when we were talking about Transformers Reanimated Year 2, which that'll be coming up in the next few weeks on the Mike Seibert Radio podcast feed. And Yoshi just tells me, he's like, well, I just bought it. I'm like, yeah, but it's UK. He's like, yeah, but you could still buy it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this. So I went ahead and ordered it. I actually ordered it from Zavi Australia because like with the conversion rate, it's like $2 or $3 less, but it's still $70 US with shipping. And it's not the Steelbook, it's the standard 4K, and it has other stuff in it. It has more Matt Ferguson art, it has a different poster, and other goodies that I don't have off the top of my head. But once I get that, I think that's dropping in October. But it's a UK exclusive, so I don't know if that 4K disc is going to play on my player or not. I might just be buying a $70 souvenir just to have it. So, and I know folks are throwing down for this just to have it as a souvenir. So kind of take that as you will. Well, thanks a lot, everybody, for hanging out with me and watching this unboxing. And again, we're starting the 35th anniversary of Transformers the Movie. Check out my interview with George Soroy. It's on his podcast, Excelsior Journeys, and then he'll be part of my show this next week. If you want to listen to all of my past shows, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, or wherever the heck else you listen to your podcasts. And you could check out the full show archive out on SoundCloud, 5 years and over 300 episodes worth of podcast shows out there. And join us again for one of these Mike Seibert Radio podcast live streams that is streaming on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Like, share, rate, and review the show. Let me know what you'd like and what you'd like to hear more of in the future. For Mike Seibert Radio, my name is Mike. Until next time, tell all are one, make good choices.